So I'm giving vlogging a shot. I don't think this is going to be like a common occurrence for me, mostly because I'm kind of shy-ish, sorta. But I wanted to make this video because I was screwing around on YouTube today, and I saw a ton of videos on mastocytosis, which is a disease that I have. And I was really, really struck by how negative and depressing and hopeless and scared a lot of these videos were, and I don't know if they were predominantly by people who had just been diagnosed. The stuff with the kids, I mean, I can't even fathom dealing with that, and my heart goes out to you. I couldn't imagine having a baby or being a baby with urticaria, pigmentosa, and rashes, and all that, and I can't comment on that because it's beyond my realm of knowledge. Um, but I can talk about indolent systemic mastocytosis. I was diagnosed 3 years ago after years and years of there being something wrong with me that was just indeterminate. I mean, I was tested for lupus and AIDS and or HIV, MS, lupus. I probably have more lupus tests on record than House does. And no one could figure out what was wrong with me until one day I went to the dermatologist because I noticed that I had all these spots on my back. And he biopsied one, and then he sent me in for blood and urine tests and came back with systemic mastocytosis or suspected systemic mastocytosis. It was then confirmed with a bone marrow biopsy. Um, yeah, so according to my doctor, who's Dr. Castells, I am a picture-perfect case of indolent systemic mastocytosis. I have osteoporosis, I have bone marrow infiltration, I have skin infiltration, my urine histamine is very high, my tryptase level is high, my prostaglandin D2 is ridiculously high, and yeah, I have mastocytosis. I've had it for 3 years. Haven't come close to dying. Had a couple scary episodes where I would spend a day or two in like pretty constant degranulation. I've never shocked. Um, I think that I'm just lucky. You know, I have a boatload of medication here, as you can see. And this, too, of course, I think anyone with masto knows and lives by the gastrochrome. Kind of sucks because I can't carry a cute little clutch anymore. I have to carry a courier bag because I have a lot of drugs that I need to take with me. I've tried to consolidate most of them, but it's still a lot. But yeah, indolent systemic mastocytosis. I've met people with it who do marathons. I've met people who do triathlons. I've met people who don't leave the house. I was one of those people. For the first year or two after my diagnosis, I let it define me. I had mastocytosis, and mastocytosis had me. I was miserable. Why me? Why is this happening now? I got diagnosed shortly after getting married, so it was kind of like, oh hey, here's the best day of my life, and oh hey, here's this crazy alien disease or orphan disease that no one's heard of, and suddenly I have it, and I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Um, it took me about 2 years to really get over the fear. When I looked up on Google, I found all these alarmist articles that were poorly written or poorly researched about kids living in bubbles and having spacesuits built for them by NASA and having, just they weren't being treated properly. They weren't being seen by the right doctors. They were living in this alarmist society where they just feel like they had to hide from everything. And it's just not cool. And I just feel bad when I see all these videos on YouTube that, again, are like, well, they're just really sad. And, we have every right to be sad. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be sad. I'm not saying that you shouldn't own your fear. But the point is, you should own your fear. You shouldn't let it own you. You have a disease. It's unpleasant. It's ridiculously inconvenient, especially if you want to do anything social, like going out to a restaurant or going out for drinks with your friends. You have to bring a list of allergens with you. I mean, I meet with the chefs of restaurants before I go over my allergies and the fact that my food needs to be prepared in a special area so that I don't get cross-contamination. And it's embarrassing, but, whatever. It's better than going into shock. With indolent systemic mastocytosis, it's scary, but I mean, the progression rate is low. It's around 5%, if not less. Most of the time, if you have aggressive or leukemia, that's when you get diagnosed. With mastocytosis, we're generally expected to live a normal lifespan. The only thing that we really have to worry about are osteoporosis, or going into shock. But again, you know, if you have mastocytosis and you have a doctor who's worth their salt, they've prescribed you EpiPens to carry these around with you everywhere. Go places, make sure that you know the fastest route to the hospital. Make sure that you have a medical alert bracelet. Make sure that your friends are informed about your disease. Make sure that your friends are informed on what to do if you get sick. I know that I've had a few friends and my husband have been certified in CPR in case something happens. But I mean, the point of the matter is that I have mastocytosis, and for 2 years it had me, and then I said, fuck this. I want my life back. And I've slowly been getting there, you know. I wrote an article for the TMS magazine about hooping. I've been doing a lot of hula hooping dancing, which you can also see on my YouTube page. That's actually been really beneficial for bone growth and core strength. I've been playing the piano, I've been playing the bass. I make jewelry for fun. I'm just trying to get out there. I mean, I'm not healthy enough to work yet, and I know that, and that's really annoying, and it's humbling. But the point is that you have to live. Like, don't let your life stop. Don't stop living. Don't stop loving. Don't stop loving yourself. I mean, I know you feel like your body has betrayed you. I know I felt like that, and I still have days where I feel like that now. But we go on. We're stronger than this, and there's medicine coming down the pipeline that is going to make things apparently better mast cell stabilizers in the next few years. Leukotriene inhibitors. There are things that we can do. So just don't give up and don't focus on it. Don't define yourself by this disease. Don't let it become like who you are. Um, I'm Bridget. I have mastocytosis. I also play with hula hoops. I play piano. I make jewelry. I'm wicked good at Left 4 Dead on the Xbox. Um, you know, there's a lot of positive stuff out there, and I just feel like, yeah. I mean, my back's covered in spots. My chest is getting spotty too. Um, I have osteoporosis at 32. That's kind of lame. Um, it's part of life. That's the life I was given, and I'm cool with it. Um, I can't change it, so I have to move on. Um, I suggest doing things like yoga, meditation, exercise. You know, just finding ways to center yourself, finding ways to make peace with this, and realizing that you're better than it. We're all stronger than it, and I can't stress that enough. Like, the love that we feel for ourselves, the love that we feel for others, that's important. That's the important stuff. This disease, it's an inconvenience, and it's scary, and it's frightening, and I totally get that, and I'm not denying my illness with this mindset, and I think I've been accused of that. But I'm not. It's not all there is to me. I want it to be the least important part of me. I want it to be the last thing that you recognize when you see me. I want it to be the last thing that you think about when you think about me. And I just think that that's important. I think it's important to be involved too. I mean, like I said, I'm involved with the TMS for writing for the magazine, the newsletter rather. I spoke at the last conference. I mean, I'm not like saying, oh, whatever, Masto, it's not important. I mean, it is. It's a big disease. It's a scary disease. There's a lot of unknowns. But I just really, really, really want to stress that you can live with this, and you can live a happy life, and a fulfilling life, and a loving life, and a love-filled life. And I don't know. I just want to get something positive out there, and maybe this isn't the most positive thing, and maybe, you know, I should post videos of me hooping while I'm talking about this, or lifting weights or something. But yeah, I mean, just, you know, don't forget who you are, and don't let this become who you are, because it doesn't deserve that much attention, and it doesn't deserve that much power over you. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, hopefully this video will help somebody. Hopefully it doesn't make anybody angry. Because again, I understand being afraid. I understand all that. But yeah, we just remember that you deserve better, and just remember to love yourself and to live. Because that's really all that we can do.